Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new Super 69 EV film. You join me very early in the morning. It's 8:15 in the morning. And today we are going to do exactly what it says on the tin. We are going to do a 1000 kilometer challenge and we are going to try to beat Bjorn Nyland's time. I have here the board computer. I will reset it. Trip computer. Reset. Okay, yes please. And then we have the board computer. Oh, wait a minute. Reset and reset. That's everything done. We have a time-lapse camera. We start the day with 715 on the trip meter. That's easily to calculate. That's my week trip so far. 127,914 kilometers. So without further ado, let's start the biggest drive I've done to date in my BMW i3S. We are now 1 hour on the way. We did 90 kilometers. The first part of the journey went over 100 kilometer an hour road, so no quick speeding over there. But the upside is that we have an average usage of 17.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So we have range for days. Now we're on the Autobahn and we can drive for normal 120 kilometers an hour, which is better, I must admit. It's easier, adaptive cruise is on, podcasts are on, life is good. We still have 60% and of state of charge, so for the foreseeable time we don't have to charge. And the idea is to drive till we have like between 15 and 10%, then find the charger, and if that charger doesn't function, we still have enough to reach the next charger. Because I was very busy this week, I haven't planned anything. I looked at the map of Germany, I looked where we could go. I saw a road to, at first I was thinking to go to Rostock, but then you have to cross Hamburg and Bremen on Friday afternoon traffic. What we are doing now is we're driving down on the one to Dortmund. Then from Dortmund we go to Kassel, and from Kassel to Leipzig. That's sort of a corridor that's not very busy in Germany, and that's the reason why we picked it. So let's see how long it takes us. I'm confident the temperature will be 18 degrees. When Bjorn Nyland did his run, it was 4 and 6 and rainy and snowy and cold. So yeah, we must beat his time. If the charging doesn't fail us, we should be easily beating his time. Let's see how it goes. Let's party. Okay, that's the first leg of the trip done. I still have 19.5% state of charge, which I stopped a bit earlier than I would have liked to, but there's an Aral Pulse here, and there wasn't another charging stop for 38 kilometers, and I have 42 kilometers of range, so it's a bit too close for comfort to not stop immediately. So that's what we're gonna do. Temperature of the battery is 25 degrees. Outside it's already 15 and a half, so we're cooking. So we are close to it tapering. It went from 49 to 46, so we're down to the tapering point now, and it's time for us to go further. Let's end this charge and let's go back on the road. Okay, so we have arrived at our next destination. We have done 345 kilometers, an average usage of 17.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and an average speed of 101.5. Now it's time for the second charge, and then we still have 150 kilometers to go to Leipzig. I don't know if you can see it because it's awfully bright outside, but we have cracked the 50 kW charging speed. Finally. And this is also right before it will plummet down. We've been here for, let's see, doesn't tell how long, a bit over half an hour. We are now at 50 kW at 82%, so it will throttle down now quickly, and then we hit the road again. 38 minutes, 39 now. For a small car, the charging is really impressive in the sense that it doesn't really overheat. It just keeps on going. It doesn't matter how warm it gets, it will cool down enough so the charging speed can pick up again. Oh, I saw it throttling. There we go. 50. And it's going down. Now suddenly it will go down really quickly. Let's see if we can capture it, because we are at 86% now. That's right about where it will go down. I saw it. 49. And where is it now? Where's the charging speed? It's giving me the average one. It's 45. Yeah, there we go. Now we're throttling hard. Stop. And let's go. We are closing in on the turnaround point. We're 477 kilometers in, which is a good thing. But what is very interesting is the fact that we have 56 kilometers of range, 41 kilometers to go to the end point I just put in, but we can probably turn around a bit earlier, 10 kilometers before. But there just aren't any places to charge here. Nothing. I haven't seen a charger for over 100 kilometers. So I think we may have to leave the Autobahn and go to a small town or something to charge, because we're not gonna find them here. So teeny tiny worried, but I think we'll manage. We'll find something, but we're not done. We're not out of the woods yet. Let's see how it goes. So we are at the turnaround point now. We have turned around. As you may expect, we did some 501 kilometers and now we are on the lookout for a charger because they're simply not here. And in my experience, if you drive a lot on a day, you actually have to be a bit careful with the bottom end of the buffer of the battery because the BMS can be a bit weird and project that there's still a bit more charge in the battery than there actually is. So I don't want to risk it by running it completely empty like I normally do, because I know I can and now I'm not sure. So I'm driving 110 on the Autobahn now just to make sure that I can find another exit and look on my map where to charge. To be honest, it's a bit too close for comfort. I wasn't expecting this. I didn't research the route, so I could have known this in advance, but it's very un-German-like to go this long without seeing a charger. So let's hope we can find one in short order and then we can charge up again and all will be well with the world. But on this way down from when I took the exit one, first I was on the road up to Hanover and then I turned right to Leipzig. From there on, I haven't seen a charger since. So let's see. It's a bit too close for comfort. See you at the charger. Okay, we're now in Lutzen. It's a very, very, very small town and we are driving into the city center because we're on our way, driving a shortcut to another Autobahn that's going north, but over there is a charger, a fast charger. There's an Ionity charging park. It's 8 kilometers, I have 21 kilometers of range, everything will be fine, but it's just a bit weird that you have to drive a big detour on an Autobahn because there aren't any chargers for the next 80-90 kilometers. Come on, Germany. I know we're in Sachsen, it's not the richest part of Germany, but I don't think it's too much to ask to make it a bit more livable. And the funny thing is, even like supermarkets over here don't have any charging facilities. In the west and in the south of Germany, there are plenty. You can charge pretty much everywhere, but here you can't. And here they just close off half a village. But now we'll have to wait. Okay, we found a charger. A Tesla charger, no less. That they are a bit less expensive than Ionity. Ionity is 60 cents without a license, and these are the new ones actually. These are 64 at the moment. So yeah, cheap charging. They never heard of it in Germany. Who cares? We're on holiday. It's a one-day holiday for me, and yeah. My car is absolutely filthy, but we're past the halfway point and we're making good progress because if we take a look at the time, it's around 3 o'clock. So we started at 8:30, so 8:30, so it is 6.5 hours if we count them up and we if we do it times 2. That's 13 hours. We're well within reach of the record of Bjorn Nyland. Well, it's not actually a record because it's not really something people believe in, but to me it's a record and I'm breaking it by an hour with a bit of luck. And what I also saw here is a McDonald's. It's 3 o'clock, I haven't had lunch, so I think I deserve a spot of lunch. We have to wait for charging anyway. What a lovely day. Lovely day. So I just returned from one of the best McDonald's I've had in a long time. And look what I found. There's a truck charging at Ionity. This is so cool. This is the future. And we are almost done, because what the funny thing is when I look at, I'm a huge Bjorn Nyland fan. And when I look at his films, what I see every time is that when he posts about a German car or especially Chinese cars, they stop charging after 2-3 fast charging sessions. But look at this tiny BMW i3. It is at 74% and it's still charging at 48. And it did that this morning, it did that last charging session, and it does it now again. It's such a trooper. Look at this thing. This is a bona fide future classic. And I absolutely adore it. I won't ever sell it. Just look at this truck going. It's at 63% and it's still charging at 233 kW. 233 kilowatts. In half an hour it already added 112 kilowatt hours. That's insane. So cool. So cool. We are at 84%, 85% state of charge. It's charging at 49 kilowatt. So it will be soon time to get going. It is time for another charging stop. I'm back at the E.ON Ladesäule, which probably it is still not given, even on this side of the Autobahn, it isn't giving off more than 50 kW, but it doesn't matter. Now we have to pay with the credit card because our charging ID doesn't work. Ah, come on. Kreditkarte, ja bitte. Yes. Now we're cooking. We are going. Meanwhile, it is 50 minutes past 5 in the afternoon. The sun is setting. We still have a long way to go. Still over 360 kilometers. So I'm starting to get a bit tired. It's a long day, but we knew that going in. Now let's get a cup of coffee. Okay, we are back at, let me check, I believe 87%. Yep, 87% state of charge. So let's go again. It's 344 kilometers to my house, and we have the batteries included podcast to keep us company. This is just one of the best days ever. The weather is still good. It says now that it's 18 degrees outside. Don't really believe that. I think it's a bit colder, but it's getting dark now. It's getting dark quickly, I must say. So let's drive with the adaptive lighting on. and let's enjoy the remainder of the day. I think one more charge and then we will be home. Anything before 22:30, so 10:30 at home, is beating of the record. I was a bit, as a lot of you would have probably seen, before the last charging stop, I said we were way ahead of him, but I had to calculate that we just started charging. It's not that we were done charging. So we're back on the road and let's hammer home. This is cool. I am at Paderborn and behind me is Fastnet, a Dutch company in Germany. I had to charge over here. Over there's an Aral Pulse, but yeah, come on, if there's a Fastnet, I don't even care what they're charging me, pun intended. But car's still doing fine. The only weird thing is that 73 cents kilowatt hour. The only weird thing is that CarPlay stopped functioning for this leg of the trip. So that was weird. But otherwise, all is fine. Listen to some German radio, so I hope it will pick up again when we're getting into the car in a couple of minutes. Last charging stop of the day. It's been a long one, but very cool. We are almost there. The final charging stop of the day is almost done. We are charging at 49 kilowatts and we have 72% in the battery. You probably saw that before me. I'm getting a bit tired now. Not gonna lie, it's 8 o'clock and it's almost go time. We are so close. 998 kilometers we have driven. We are over 13 hours, but well under 14. So the record will be mine. 998 kilometers we have driven since we started from home this morning. And the funny thing is, this is the border between Germany and the Netherlands. But let's focus on the screen. 999 kilometers. 999. Will we be crossing 1,000 at the border? That would be magnificent. You cannot script this. Wow, this is insane. 999. We're back in the Netherlands now. You see it on the screen on the left. 999. 1,000! Stop the clock! 1,000 kilometers! We did it! We did it! The car did it! Oh man, this is so cool. This is cool. Stop the clock and stay tuned for the recap, because I'm going home and I'm going to add everything up, and I will come back to you with the results, the cost, the amount of kilowatts we've spent to drive 1,000 kilometers. Stay tuned. That is how you end a month's trip in style, with only 1% state of charge left. Wow. Now back to the studio.
Let's recap. It's 2 days after the drive and it was a tremendous trip. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video, but let's get to the numbers. In total, we used a 153.75 kilowatts during the trip. We've added 42 more back at home because battery had to be full again. It was a total cost of 114 euros and 30 cents. Added $9 more at home, so let's say 123 euros. And the total amount time spent charging was 204 minutes or 3.4 hours, which I think is still pretty good for a car that isn't famous for its charging capabilities. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again next time in a big Super 69 EV adventure. Thank you for watching. Bye.